can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Eason. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They go play action with Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 9, Carr. His throw is going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 13.
T.Y. Hilton. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, this one was tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcusson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. Taylor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
On the tackle.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Eason sets to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Eason off the play fake. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Raiders' 17-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Raiders 3.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake. Eason. Sack to Jonathan Hankins.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have the coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Eason steps away to his left. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, he's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
15. 1st down, Colts.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throwing is Eason. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
15.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
on first down. Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
On the play. And it's
the Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Eason. Going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
46 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Carr completes it, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's another.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was taken down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Richard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 7. Carr wants a screen pass. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
9-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr gives to Rashard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 20, Raiders 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
2 yards.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Nicholas Morrow.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Eason. He's going to let it go again. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
There's laughing people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
And boy, that one dropped Handoff's incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There's a give to Richard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake. Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Eason to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action with Eason on the move to his left. He'll run it. Touchdown, Colts.
Eason on the keeper. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The tackle made.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders get a score closer. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr going to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Raiders 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Corey Littleton able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Second down, here's Eason. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Complete to John.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Colts 37, Raiders 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He's going to let it fly. Almost intercepted. That would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Buchanan. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the
good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little